A very good morning to all of you. My name is Suren Kumar Mishra and you are watching my channel Surcam. Today I have brought again Horse question answer series 4 of chemical reaction and equation class 10 chapter 1. So in this series, first question which we have to discuss, that is a water soluble compound X of sodium on reacting with dilute sulfuric acid H2SO4 released a colorless, odorless gas accompanied by brisk effervescence. When the gas was passed through water, the solution obtains turns blue litmus solution red. On bubbling the gas through lime water, it initially becomes milky and milkiness disappears when the gas was passed in excess. Identify the substance X. Write the chemical equation for the reaction involved. So first point, it is asking that a water soluble compound X of sodium on reacting with dilute H2SO4 released a colorless and a odorless gas. That is sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, when it reacts with the anhydrated sodium carbonate, okay, which is also known as soda S. Soda S. It is known as soda S. Okay. This soda S, when it reacts with the dilute sulfuric acid, so it forms sodium sulfate plus water along with the evolution of carbon dioxide. Soda S, when it reacts with the sodium carbonate, anhydrated sodium carbonate, when it reacts with the sulfuric acid, so it forms sodium sulfate, water along with the evolution of carbon dioxide. In the second sentence it is telling that what? The solution obtains means when the gas was passed through water. When this carbon dioxide gas, already you are knowing that what? Or you have to know, means non-metallic oxide. All the non-metallic oxide, okay, mostly all the non-metallic oxide, it is acidic in nature. It is acidic in nature, so that carbon, it is a one type of non-metal, okay, and it is carbon dioxide. So this is what? Non-metallic oxide. When it reacts with the water, so definitely it will form acid, okay. So this carbon dioxide, when it passed into the water, it forms H2CO3, which is known as carbonic acid. So due to the formation of this carbonic acid, okay, it turns blue litmus solution red. Why? Because it is the property of acid. Acid, basis and salt, in this chapter you have to read that. Okay, acid, it turns blue litmus solution or blue litmus paper into red color. Now next third sentence, it is telling that on bubbling the gas through lime water, it initially becomes milky. Okay, milkiness, okay, it is appears due to the formation of calcium carbonate, solid calcium carbonate. When this carbon dioxide, which is evolved in the first reaction, when this carbon dioxide, it is passed into the lime water. It is what? Lime water, which is also known as slagged lime. So many times in your chapter 1 it is discussed. So many questions are there related to lime water. Slagged lime. Its common name is slagged lime. There is very small space. Okay, SLACKED, slagged lime. Okay, or calcium hydroxide. In the calcium hydroxide, when we pass this carbon dioxide gas, so it forms calcium carbonate and water. Because of the formation of this calcium carbonate, the solution, it becomes milky. Okay, the solution, it becomes milky. But when we pass the excess of carbon dioxide, okay, if we are continuing the passing of CO2 into the calcium carbonate, now the calcium carbonate has formed. Okay, so if milkiness disappeared on passing excess of CO2, okay, due to the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate or calcium bicarbonate, the bicarbonate, it is what? Disappeared. So calcium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide, so what it will form? Calcium bicarbonate. Now everything, it is clear that this milkiness disappeared, okay, when the gas was passed in excess. When the carbon dioxide gas, it is passed in excess. I think first question you have got that a colorless, odorless gas, that is carbon dioxide. Okay, colorless, odorless gas. And what, when the gas was passed through water, the solution often turns blue litmus solution red because of the formation of carbonic acid. Okay, because of the formation of carbonic acid. Milkiness appears due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Okay, solid calcium carbonate. And milkiness disappeared due to the formation of calcium bicarbonate when we pass excess of CO2. Okay, now I think you have got first question. Now second question, that is, give one example of a reaction in which oxidation occurs without involving oxygen. Already I have taught that the electronic concept of oxidation and reduction means by the transfer of electron. So oxidation is the process in which loss of electron takes place. Means during the oxidation, what, the electron it is lost. Okay, or electron it is loses by the any of the element. So such type of what process of reaction it is known as oxidation. In case here example H2 plus F2. Okay, molecules of hydrogen and molecules of fluorine, it react and it forms hydrofluoric acid, HF. Okay, so here oxidation number of H2 and F2, both here in the reactant side it is 0. But when H2 it is what, going to product side, so here H2 it is in the 2H plus form. Okay, means here what, loss of electron, it has lost 2 electron, it has donated 2 electron. Okay, because of what, losing of electron by the hydrogen molecule, so that it is known as oxidation reaction. Okay, so that it is known as oxidation reaction. What is telling oxidation occurs without involving oxygen. So here oxygen it is not involving. During this reaction, when the H2 it is converted into HF along with the, means when it reacts with the fluorine molecules. Okay, during this reaction what, oxygen it is not involved. Okay, without involving of oxygen, what, it is known as oxidation because on the basis of electron transfer. And here in case of F2, okay, fluorine molecules, when it react, when it receives 2 electron, when it gains 2 electrons, so it forms 2F minus. Okay, by the gaining of electron, what, if the gaining of electron it takes place during the reaction, so it is known as reduction. And if this both of the reaction it is proceeding simultaneously, that it is known as what, redox. That already we have discussed. Okay, now next question, that is, consider the general reaction. Okay, it is also related to oxidation and reduction. I think first question already you have written. Okay. Second question also related. Okay. Problem. Just a pass in the write again if you want to write. So consider the general equation. Here A2, answer number 3. A2 plus, okay, one of the reactant, one of the element, and B2 minus. It is forming A plus B. Okay. So during this reaction here, A2 plus how it will form? How it will form? A2 plus how it will form? Okay, or from the A2 plus, okay, on the basis of reaction that we have discussed, from the A2 plus how it will form A? By the what, gaining of 2 electron. When this A2 plus it will gains 2 electron, okay, so it will convert into what, A. Is it? Means gain of electron. Okay, electron it is received by the A2 plus. So that here what is going on? What is going on? Reduction. What is going on? Reduction. Okay, reduction is the process in which oxygen it is, electron is gained or electron is received. Okay. So next then B2 minus it is having charge 2 minus and it is converted into B by the losing of 2 electrons. By the losing of 2 electrons. So it is known as what? Loss of electron. In this reaction it is going on. So it is known as what? Oxidation. It is known as oxidation. Okay, means in the first reaction when A2 plus by the receiving of 2 electron, it is converted into, already it has what donated 2 electron. Okay, that 2 electron which it has donated by the A2 plus. Okay, now it has received. Okay, and by the receiving of this 2 electron, now it is in the neutral form. And here it has received 2 electron. It has gained already 2 electron. So by the donating of these 2 electron, now it will form what? B plus 2 electron. B in the neutral form. So what is asked in the question? Name the reducing agent in this. So here oxidation it is takes place. This is oxidation. Okay, this is what? Oxidation. I am raising the answers. What is this? Oxidation. And this one is reduction. When A2 plus 2, it is forming A. So it is what? Reduction. It is reduction. Okay. So means A2 plus it is reduced into A. Here it is reduced. A2 plus it is reduced into A. And B2 minus it is oxidized into B. Okay. So this is A2. Here it is reduced. It is reduced. A2 plus it is reduced into A. And B2 minus it is oxidized into B. B2 minus it is oxidized. Here it is oxidized. Okay. B2 minus it is oxidized into B. Okay. Now, which is means what? Either it is reduced, what? Oxidized. B2 minus it is oxidized to B. Means what is this? This is a reducing agent. This is a reducing agent. I am writing here. B2 minus is a reducing agent. Why it is a reducing agent? Why it is a reducing agent? Because it promotes the reduction. It promotes the reduction. Because of what? Because it is donating 2 electron. Okay, it is donating, because of the donating of this 2 electron by B2 minus what? The A2 plus it is receiving the 2 electron. So it promotes the reduction, so that it is a reducing agent. And A2 plus here it is oxidizing agent. Why? It promotes the oxidation. It promotes the oxidation, so that it is a oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. Okay. Means A2 plus, because it is receiving these 2 electron, okay, which is donated by B2 minus, so that it promotes the oxidation of B2 minus to what? B. B2 minus to B, so that it promotes the oxidation A2 plus, okay, so that it is known as oxidizing agent, and B2 minus it promotes the reduction, so that it is known as reducing agent. I think it is clear. So many times already I have told. Reducing agent, oxidizing agent, which is oxidized, which is reduced, okay, which one is oxidation, which one is reduction. Still, if you have any doubt, so you can write that comment in the comment section of the YouTube video. Now next and the fourth question, that is balance the following chemical equation. Okay, answer number 4. Balance the following chemical equation. Here HNO3 plus Ca calcium hydroxide, lime water. Okay, just in the first question we have discussed that it is forming calcium nitrate, CaNO3 whole twice plus H2O. Okay, so here first we have to balance what? Metal here already balanced. Okay, 1 atom of calcium in the reactant side, 1 atom of calcium in the product side. Now next step, non-metals except the hydrogen and oxygen. So nitrogen is present. So nitrogen here 1 atom of nitrogen, and here 2 atom of nitrogen. So we have to multiply with the HNO3 by 2. 2 HNO3 plus CaOH whole twice is equal to calcium nitrate plus H2O. Okay. Now again we have to start from the starting. Here in the reactant side 1 calcium, product side 1 calcium. Reactant side 2 nitrogen atom, product side 2 nitrogen atom. Okay. Now we have to proceed. Oxygen 2 3 is 6 plus 2 add oxygen 3 2 is 6 plus 1 7. So now we have to multiply here by 2. So 2HNO3 plus CaOH whole twice calcium hydroxide is equal to calcium nitrate plus H2O. 2H2O, sorry. We have to multiply by 2 now. Now again we have to check it from the starting. 1 calcium in the reactant side, 1 calcium in the product side. Okay, 2 nitrogen in the reactant side, 2 nitrogen in the product side. Now 3 2 is 6 plus 2. Okay, add oxygen in the reactant side. 3 2 is 6 plus 2, add oxygen in the product side. Now 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen. 2 2 4 hydrogen atom in the reactant side and 2 2 is 4 hydrogen atom in the product side. Now it is balanced. This reaction is balanced. Okay, I think you have got this. Now question number 5th. Question number 5th. Question number 5th, that is means answer number 5th. What is that? Correct and balance the following equation. First equation, that is calcium plus water is equal to CaOH, okay, plus H2. Okay, so here you are knowing that calcium hydroxide, its formula is CaOH whole twice. Why? Because calcium hydroxide, suppose if we want to write symbol, okay, symbol, so symbol of calcium it is calcium and hydroxide it is OH, okay, so it's a valency in class 9 already you have read that. Valency of calcium, its atomic number is 20, okay, its atomic number is 20. So it will be, what will be its electronic configuration? That will be 2 add 2. In its outer cell, how many electrons it is containing? 2. Means its valency it will be 2. Okay. Now hydrogen and oxygen means hydroxide and, okay, its valency it is 1. It is a 1. Okay. So after crisscross it will form what? Ca and OH, Ca1 and OH whole twice. Ca1 and OH whole twice. So this is the formula of calcium hydroxide. Okay, CaOH, it is a wrong formula of calcium hydroxide. Why? Here it is, its formula is correct. Water, its formula is correct. Hydrogen molecule, its formula is correct. Only wrong formula is CaOH because its formula is calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice. Now we have to write that what? We have to correct and balance it. So its formula is corrected formula, that is Ca plus H2O is equal to CaOH whole twice plus H2. Okay. So just now we have to balance it. 1 calcium atom in the reactant side, 1 calcium in the product side. Now no any non-metals except the hydrogen and oxygen. So 1 oxygen in the reactant side, 2 oxygen in the product side. So we have to multiply the water by 2. 2H2O is equal to CaOH whole twice plus H2. Now again we have to check it from the starting. 1 calcium in the reactant, 1 calcium in the product. Okay, 2 oxygen atom in the reactant side, 2 oxygen atom in the product side. Now 2 to the 4 hydrogen atom in the reactant side, 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen atom in the reactant side. So now it is balanced, correct and balanced chemical equation. This is the first I think question number 4 you have written already. That is N2 plus here H. Okay. In the H form, here it is given N2 plus H is equal to NH3 is equal to NH3. So here it is forming, means N2 here it is reacting in the form of N2 molecular form, but hydrogen it is not reacting with the atomic form. So it reacts H2 form, okay, in the form of molecule, and it form NH3. Okay, now we have to balance it. So here 2 atoms of nitrogen, here 1 atom of nitrogen, so we have to multiply by 2. Okay, 2 atoms of nitrogen now. So 2 atoms of nitrogen, 2 atoms of nitrogen, okay. But 2 atoms of hydrogen, and here 2 3 are 6 atoms of hydrogen. So we have to multiply it by 3. So N2 plus 3H2 is equal to 2NH3. Okay. 2 atoms of nitrogen, 2 atoms of nitrogen, 3 to 6 atoms of hydrogen, 3 to 2 3 6 atoms of hydrogen. Here it is balanced. So this is the chemical reaction which is balanced. Now 1 or 2 more questions are there, okay, in which you may face difficulties. That is predict the, I think you have written this question. Okay, I am writing beside the question along with the question answer. Okay. Yes. Question number 6, that is predict the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent in the following reaction. Question number 6. Predict the oxidizing agent and reducing agent, again reduction and oxidation, a related question. Oxidizing agent and reducing agent in the following reaction. In the following reaction. Okay. So this reaction it is lead sulfide. When lead sulfide it reacts with the hydrogen peroxide, okay, it forms lead sulfate plus water. Lead sulfate plus water. Okay, lead sulfate plus water. So in this reaction we have to predict that which one is oxidizing agent and which one is reducing agent. Okay. So here first we have to identify that which one is reduction and which one is oxidation. First we have to predict that which one is reduction and which one is oxidation. So here in case of on the basis of transfer of oxygen, first we have to check, and after that again we have to check here that on the basis of electronic concept. So first here in this reaction I am erasing that one. Okay, I am erasing, I think you have written that. Yes. Okay. So this is again I am writing that equation. Lead sulfide plus what is that? Hydrogen peroxide, and it is forming lead sulfate plus water. Okay, lead sulfate plus water. Here it is in the solid state, aqueous state. This is also solid state and liquid state. Okay. So in this lead sulfide, just you check it, there is no oxygen. But in case of lead sulfate, oxygen is added. So it is visible. Means what is? That is oxidation. Addition of oxygen, it is known as what? Oxidation reaction. So here it is oxidation it takes place. And in case of H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, it is changing what? H2O. H2O. So here, what is going on? Reduction. Here it is going on reduction. Now, what we can say that PBS is oxidized. Lead sulfide, it is oxidized. Lead sulfide, it is oxidized into what? Lead sulfate. Oxidized into lead sulfate. Okay, and hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, it is reduced into water. So here lead sulfide, it is a what? Reducing agent. It is a reducing agent. Why it is a reducing agent? Here lead sulfide, it is a reducing agent. Okay, and hydrogen peroxide, it is a oxidizing agent. It is an oxidizing agent. Okay, why? Lead sulfide is a what? Reducing agent. Why? Because it promotes the oxidation. Okay, it promotes the oxidation. Lead sulfide is oxidized into lead sulfate. Okay, lead sulfide, it is a what? Reducing agent. Why it is a reducing agent? Because it promotes the oxidation. Okay, getting? It is a reducing agent because it promotes the reduction. Why it promotes the reduction? When the lead sulfide it receives the oxygen, then it will be what? Reduced. When this lead sulfide, it will, in the lead sulfide, oxygen is added. Oxygen is added in the lead sulfide. Oxygen is added. Okay. So in the lead sulfide, when it will receive the oxygen, then it will reduce. Then this hydrogen peroxide it will reduce into water. So that it is a reducing agent. Which one? Lead sulfide. Okay. And why it is known as oxidizing agent? H2O2. First thing you have to remember that if it is containing what? Oxygen molecules. So in most of the cases it will be oxidizing agent. So here this what? It is providing the oxygen. Okay. It is providing hydrogen peroxide. It provides the oxygen. Okay. That oxygen it is received by the lead sulfide. Okay. It is providing. It is giving hydrogen peroxide. It is giving the oxygen. So that it is known as what? Oxidizing agent. This is on the basis of transfer of oxygen and oxygen. Now, on the basis of electronic concept, also you can find out how. Just here, look here, +2 oxidation state of lead and -2 oxidation state of sulfur. Here, +1 oxidation state of hydrogen and -1 oxidation state of oxygen. Here, just you check it, +2 oxidation state of lead, +6 oxidation state of sulfur, and -8 oxidation state of oxygen. Okay, and in case of this one H2O, +1 oxidation state of hydrogen and -2 oxidation state of oxygen. Okay, the oxidation number, how to calculate, how to find out the oxidation number, that you have to read in class 11. Okay, so from the means what? -2 to +6. The sulfur it is going -2 to +6 means loss of electron it takes place in this lead sulfide to lead sulfate. Loss of electron, okay, it takes place. So that loss of electron means oxidation. Okay, and here oxygen it is going -1 oxidation state to -2 oxidation state means gaining of electron. Gain of electron it takes place in this from H2O2 to H2O. So that gain of electron means what? Reduction. Okay, gain of electron means reduction. and what? Lead sulfide, so that it will known as what? Oxidized sulfur. Okay, in the lead sulfide, sulfur is oxidized into sulfate. Sulfur is oxidized into sulfate. Okay, lead sulfate. And so that what? It is a reducing agent. Why? It receives it gains the oxygen. Okay, it gains the what? Its oxidation number it is increases. It has lost the electron. It has lost the electron, so that what is a reducing what? Agent. And in case of H2O2, okay, in case of H2O2, it has gained the electron. It has gained the electron, so that it is a what? Oxidizing agent. Because it promotes the what? Oxidation. If this is hydrogen peroxide, if it will gain the electron, okay, so that it will means what do you consider oxidize, no? Lead sulfide will oxidize. Okay, so in this way, on the basis of electronic concept and on the basis of transfer of oxygen, also you can find out its answer. Next question: can a displacement reaction explain? Can a displacement reaction be a redox reaction? Next question, question number 6. I think you have written this. Okay. Question number 7. That is question number 7. That is asking that can a displacement reaction be a redox reaction? Can a displacement reaction be a redox reaction? Okay, can a displacement reaction be a redox reaction? This question we have to check it. We have to find out the answer of this question. Now, answer. Okay, first we have to take one of the example of displacement reaction. Suppose if we talk about the copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate plus iron. So it forms displacement reaction. Okay, and it forms ferrous sulfate plus copper. Ferrous sulfate plus copper. Okay, here blue color copper sulfate. It convert into the green color ferrous sulfate. Okay, green color ferrous sulfate. Now, let us we have to check it. Here copper. Okay, copper it is in the +2 oxidation state. Okay, and the sulfate here it is in the -2 oxidation state. Iron here 0. Here +2 oxidation state of iron and sulfate -2 oxidation state of sulfate, and copper here it is 0. Okay, so just what is going on? Copper from the +2 state to it is going by the receiving of 2 electrons. Okay, it is going what? It is forming copper in the solid form. Yes, it is in the solid form. It is aqueous. Here it is solid. It is aqueous. Okay, so what is going on? Gaining of electron by the Cu2 plus. Gaining of electron means reduction. Yes. Okay. And then in case of iron, it is going Fe0 oxidation state to +2 oxidation state. So here Fe, okay, 0 oxidation state to +2 oxidation state. Ferrous Fe2 plus 2 electron. Means 2 electron it is donated by the iron metal from the solid state. From the solid state. Here it is in the aqueous state. Okay. And here it is aqueous. Getting? So here it is loss of electron takes place. Loss of electron takes place means what is that? Oxidation. Okay, oxidation. So reduction and oxidation, both reaction it is going on. So that it is a redox reaction. That is a redox reaction. Yes. Yes. Okay. Redox reaction is going on means a displacement reaction can be a redox reaction. Why? Because just we have read that its example. So here copper sulfate to copper. Okay, I'm using that blue color. Copper sulfate to copper it is forming. That is what is going on? Copper sulfate to copper, it is a reduction. It is a reduction. Okay, and iron to ferrous sulfate, that is what? Oxidation. Okay, means iron it is oxidized into ferrous sulfate. Okay, and copper it is reduced into copper. Oxidizing agent what? Iron it is reducing agent and copper it is oxidizing agent. Which will oxidize, that will be reducing agent. Okay, the substance which is oxidized, that will be reducing agent, and the substance which is reduced, that will be oxidizing agent, and the substance which is oxidized, that will be reducing agent. Okay, I think you have got this question. Now next question, next and the last question today we have to discuss, that is oxidation an exothermic or an endothermic? Is oxidation, I think you have written this. Okay, is oxidation question number 8, is oxidation an endothermic or exothermic? Okay, means heat is required or heat is produced by the reaction, by the oxidation. Okay, so let us, we have to take one of the example of oxidation. Okay, when magnesium ribbon it burns, okay, in the presence of oxygen gas, so it forms what? It forms 2MgO, magnesium oxide, white color magnesium oxide. Okay, and during this reaction what? Heat is evolved along with the heat and the light. Heat and the light it is produced. Okay, heat and the light it is produced. White flame it is produced. Okay, that is also one of the form of heat. So in this reaction what? Heat is what? Evolved. Here heat is also required for the burning of this what? The light is required, but as compared to the required amount of heat, okay, the evolved heat, its amount it is large. So that we can say that it is a exothermic reaction. Okay, so is oxidation an endothermic or exothermic? So oxidation it is an exothermic reaction. Okay, oxidation it is an exothermic reaction. Okay, any other reaction? Let we have to check it. When Fe, okay, plus O2, 2Fe, 3O2. So it forms Fe2O3. Okay, 2Fe2O3. 2Fe2O3. Is it? Means here what? Water is also react. Okay, water here also it react in the during the what? Corrosion. So what? Fe2O3 dot XH2. Okay, so during this reaction also what? Heat is released. Okay, oxidation of iron. Clear? Heat is released. Okay, Fe2O3, Fe2, 2Fe2O3, 3O2. I think this is not balanced. O3 is 2Fe2. Here we can write that 2Fe2. Okay, O3. So now 2 3 is 6 oxygen, 3 2 is 6 oxygen, 4 on iron, 2 2 is 4 iron. Okay, So this is the example of oxidation, means in which what heat is released, heat and light it is released. So oxidation it is an exothermic reaction. It is an exothermic reaction. So this is first question answer. Series 4. I think one or two more series is required. Then it will complete. Okay. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Okay. Have a nice day. Take care. Be safe from COVID-19. Okay. And all the best.